Greetings and bienvenue, Midnight Crew. Thank you for returning to this broadcast. And welcome to new viewers joining us for the first time. If you like a video, then feel free to subscribe.
A crash course to telepathy and communicating with Lyrans. This is a wall of text. I apologize in advance. It really is long. I tried to deliver it in the easy-to-digest Greentext format. About the Lyrans. A primer in who we and you are trying to communicate with. The Lyrans are an alien species who are members and founders of the Galactic Federation. The Galactic Federation, that is what they tell us they are called, are a coalition of allied species who are at war with the reptilians. We are trying to contact the Lyrans to become members of the Galactic Federation, ultimately to join and integrate into the Lyran society. They have superior technology, and Lyrans desire genuine human-made goods for trade in the open galactic market. In addition, due to war, there are twice as many Lyran women as there are men. If that is enough motivation. Lyrans range between 1.35 to 2.25 meters in height, and are generally proportionally lankier than human, but not by much. They are faster than humans. Even an unfit Lyran can easily run 35 kilometers per hour because they have digitigrade compound feet. They have reverse triangular flat noses, sized pointing beast-like ears, tails used for balance, and large eyes. All cat-like features. They visited ancient Egypt and were depicted as cats in artwork. They were also followed around by cats for an unknown reason. While they have often been represented as cat or lion people, they are not related to, nor are they descended from felines. Don't worry about the appearance of Lyran females not being catgirls. Lyrans highly value intelligence and are broadly sapiosexual. Although, this is not true for every Lyran. They act very similar to the Tolkien representation of the elves, in the way that they dress, speak, and deliver information. While this is not entirely true, it is the fastest way to explain their mannerisms, so that you know how to communicate with them. A military and economic debriefing. We have been given very little information about the reptilians, such as names, locations, and honorific titles. The reptilians are an oppressive imperialist society led by a supreme dictatorial authority with a title that is effectively Goddess Caliph. In the reptilian society, the Goddess Caliph and her caliphate are unquestionable authorities, whose word is law. They operate a monarchical matriarchy, a society where mothers rule. The current military commander of the reptilians is the Goddess Caliph's second-born son. The firstborn was said to have been assassinated, and was widely regarded as the reptilians' kindest imperator. Another member of the Galactic Federation are the Pleiadians, a very old galactic civilization. They are thought to be the origin of intelligent life on Earth. The homeworld of the Lyrans, which they refer to as Lyra. This is what they tell us, was destroyed by an unknown cataclysmic event. Their planet was destroyed at the peak of the Golden Age and occupation of their home solar system. Their civilization was strong, easily surviving the destruction of their homeworld. After this event, they were contacted by the Pleiadians, who offered them a number of technologies in exchange technologies for a military alliance. Technologies they were given included superluminal travel, trans-spatial instantaneous communication, and many medical devices. Additionally, they were given a new planet which was terraformed for them by the name of Era. They didn't need this, it was a gift. Era is in the Pleiadian territories, not necessarily the Pleiades itself, and is the headquarters of the Galactic Federation. The Lyrans blamed the reptilians for the destruction of their Lyran homeworld, although this has not been entirely proven. This happened approximately 200,000 years ago, when they first founded the Galactic Federation. The Galactic Federation was originally founded by 4 civilizations, and has since grown to approximately 120. Normally, a species must have hard publicly available evidence of the existence of an alien species to join the Galactic Federation. Because we are close to this, and the Galactic Federation is in desperate need of our territory, for military reasons, we may be admitted early. They want to unify the Earth to fight a galaxy-threatening enemy, and apparently because humans breed very quickly, more soldiers. People will argue that the Lyrans want to use us for their own benefit, and this is absolutely true. However, human life would benefit enormously from integration with the Galactic Federation. Indefinite life extension, currently unknown spiritual abilities, entertainment and food in a post-scarcity economy. The Lyrans have also taken a liking to human-made cryptocurrencies, especially the quantum variety. Lyrans have their own, but value novelty. The Galactic Federation has laws against the existence of some artificial intelligence and weapon technologies. Most mind-altering substances, various forms of unsavory entertainment, and prostitution are legal in the Federation. How to contact the Lyrans. To speed up the process of integrating humanity with galactic society, it has been suggested we open up diplomatically. Because most people regard the use of telepathic communication as total nonsense, it is not surprising that nobody tries. The truth is, telepathic communication is the #1 communication method used by alien species throughout the galaxy. It is well known that the CIA both use telepathic communication and mind-altering substances to better communicate with extraterrestrial intelligences. Unsurprisingly, any person can do this, and it is a learned skill. The more people who contact the Lyran civilization with positive interaction, the more likely they are to communicate in person. The Lyrans have technological devices which can interact with telepathic communication. They can receive telepathic communication far more easily than you can deliver messages to them. They also have technologies that can boost the delivery of telepathic communication, although this technology is dangerous to use. A very important warning: telepathic communication can be used to contact enemies of the Galactic Federation. Technologies used to communicate directly with Lyrans are only entrusted to certain trained individuals. I have been entrusted. How to communicate telepathically. Often, telepathic communication is explained as an overcomplicated process that is difficult to learn. In truth, telepathy is easy to perform, but hard to master. There is a well-known telepathy guide on officialfirstcontact.com. We are going to ignore this. The official first contact method focuses on visual auditory kinesthetic learning and alpha brain waves, which are both ineffective. Rather than learning telepathy, we can shortcut the process by starting with what is already known to work. We want a scientifically reproducible set of steps that anyone can perform to engage in telepathy. Thankfully, there are 2 types of telepathy. Even the easier of the 2 can help our cause. But we will teach both. These 2 types of telepathy are outgoing telepathy and incoming telepathy. We will start with outgoing telepathy, which is easier. Before starting telepathy, anyone engaging in telepathy first needs to know how to meditate. Meditation is easy, but not everyone can do it. For a number of reasons, mostly dictated by the sensitivity of their environment, people have difficulty meditating. To your relief, what follows is an easy meditation guide you can use for things other than telepathy. Contrary to the advice of many guides, do not concentrate on your breathing or heart rate. While a slower breathing and heart rate can help the body calm down by reducing alertness, this may be unsafe for telepathy. It is unsafe because you may need your fight or flight response to break you from accidental unintentional communication. Starting meditation. Make sure you find an open area with no potential interruptions. People, pets, buzzing insects, electronic beeping, etc. This needs to be an area greater than your outreached arms. T-pose spun around cannot hit any objects that are around you. Your proprioception is sensitive enough to acknowledge these objects, even with your eyes closed. You need to remove them from your surroundings so that you can cut off as many of your senses as possible. People suggest a place with total silence, but this can be distracting due to heightened awareness of quiet noises. Instead, provide natural ambience such as the noise of the outdoors, or artificial white noise like static or a loud fan. Try to make sure the ambient temperature is neither too hot nor too cold. Air conditioner noise can also help. Wear loose-fitting, cool, comfortable clothing, like a light gi, kimono, other silk garments, or nothing at all. Get into a comfortable position. It does not matter if you are sitting or laying down, just make sure you don't fall asleep. You should have by this time constrained your sense of sight by closing your eyes, your hearing with white noise or natural sound, your touch and proprioception by removing objects and things that may touch you during meditation with no headphones. Your sense of smell and taste are usually not vectors of distraction, but you should use incense anyway. It is cheap. With all of these in place, you are ready to begin actually meditating. Actually meditating. Meditation is a time to think with absolutely no sensory input. Your brain normally has to process a lot of information. With all of this information gone, it only has the white noise to process, which is meaningless. Your brain will be trying to cope with this, regardless of your level of alertness. This can be used to your advantage. It will try to process its inputs into useful sensory information. To exploit this, simply start thinking about whatever you want. Your brain will try to align the garbage sensory signals to your thoughts. It can take about 5 to 15 minutes in this state for your brain to completely adjust. If performed correctly, even a person who has never meditated before will begin to see images. It helps if you are in a room that is well lit with natural sunlight, facing the sun through an open window. If light is bright enough to pass through your closed eyelids, it will produce a soft red light, tinted by blood, which is known to help visualization. Practice this enough to get good at visualization and think through complex issues, political issues, puzzles, or personal problems. Once you are able to visualize well and clearly practice, you now have a mind's eye. You can practice your use of the mind's eye in total alertness with your eyes open. This is not necessary for telepathic communication, but will help communication with Lyrans tremendously. Once you have mastered visualization, you can practice auditory communication, which will be required for telepathy. Outgoing telepathy. Now, with full knowledge on how to meditate, you can begin outgoing telepathic communication. With your mind's eye now trained, begin training the mind's voice. Not vocally, but with your internal monologue, yell into the void. This most likely will not warrant a response. You should be yelling things like, "Hello, are you there? Can you hear me? Am I alone? I want to meet with you. I am trying to contact the Lyran species. I am friendly. I am human. Are you Lyran?" This is a human trying to contact the Galactic Federation. Is this the Federation? I am new to telepathy. I need help. I need help with telepathic contact. Please respond. Keep saying things of this nature. There is a good chance if they are listening on a telepathic channel you share, they can hear you. If they do not answer, then move on to the incoming telepathy section below. If you are doing this correctly, you should not be moving your vocal cords in any way whatsoever. Almost everyone has an unnoticeable ideomotor response in their vocal cords when they consciously use their internal monologue. Because all of your other senses are castrated, your proprioceptive sense should be acutely aware if you are doing this. You will be able to feel it easily. Practice doing this until you can no longer feel your vocal cords move when yelling. Keep yelling into the void while you practice, saying kind of friendly phrases. Again, they may hear you. Humans want to be members of the Galactic Federation. The reptilians are our enemies too. The Lyrans are friends. We are your allies. We know you exist, please visit us. We are learning to communicate with you. We value love and justice. Humans value Lyran intellect. Humans are curious as you are. Things like this will help everyone if they hear you. The more we can convince them we are ready to join, the better. Incoming telepathy. You will know if you are successful if you hear an internal monologue that is not your own. This voice should be discernibly not your own. Often this voice will be clearly feminine, because there are more female Lyrans than males. If they use their voice to communicate with you, it may be of an unknown inflection or accent, something you have not heard before. Lyrans are capable of speaking through telepathy very well. You should be able to understand them clearly and easily. It may sound or be visually far away or distant at first. As you focus on it, the sound or image sent will become louder and or clearer. The nice thing about telepathy is that it can convey information in any sense. Sight, sound, proprioception, touch, or even smell and taste. So if you are unable to understand something they are telling you, they can convey it in a different manner. For example, rather than describing the taste of a fruit, you can accept a taste signal from the broadcaster and experience it as the broadcaster remembers it. Lyrans have hundreds of thousands of years of experience communicating telepathically. They can communicate to you much better than you will them. However, despite humanity being the personal pet project of the Lyran species, they are not entirely entrusted to it. We are a young and primitive species with volatile and hostile tendencies. Lyrans are skittish and devolve very little information. If there is an inkling you might have harmful intentions to them, to their cause, or are otherwise untrustworthy, they will drop contact instantly. Lyran contact is infrequent and spotty, even with technological assistance, and there is no guarantee you will be able to talk to them again. Almost always, you will have a single Lyran assigned specifically to contact only you. Below explains why. Understanding the Lyran workplace. Because Lyran society is a post-scarcity civilization, almost every personal need is met. This includes everything from food, water, and shelter to fulfillment of self-actualization. Every person has the job they want or desire to work in, and do not have stresses about any basic need, physical or mental. Every Lyran has a personal dwelling of a size that is suited to their lifestyle, and often works without pay. The only two costs a Lyran pays attention to are time and mass. Maybe also stocks, bonds, and cryptocurrencies, but these are treated like hobbies. The more mass they take up on a Lyran ship, the higher the cost of fuel to move the ship due to inertia, even with their superluminal engines. Additionally, Lyrans value their time. While they are negligibly senescent, they enjoy working on their personal projects. The Lyran population exceeds quadrillions. For every one person on Earth there are about 1 to 10 million Lyrans. With that kind of population, Lyrans can easily assign a xenopsychologist to every single person on Earth. They have about 500 billion of them. Because they are all doing what they want to in life, they will be genuinely excited to talk to you. The likelihood they will have the ability to directly contact the Galactic Federation or the Lyran military will be very low. the likelihood they will be willing to contact them on your behalf without affiliation to a national government on Earth is even lower. This is the reason we need a more numerous presence. To convince the Lyrans that we speak on behalf of all humanity. That we are peaceful, loving, and value justice. That the people who don't want Lyrans on Earth are a loud minority, and that they are not in danger. Other notes. The Greys are a highly analytical, scientifically driven species. They care only about research. They are entirely neutral and harass every species in the cosmos, including the Lyrans and Pleiadians. The Greys are a galaxy-wide nuisance, but captured technology from them provides valuable military development for the Federation. You can use the Lyran net to better facilitate contact with the Lyrans. This might increase your chances of successful response from telepathy.
I hope that you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. If you enjoyed tonight's story, then please subscribe to the channel as more green texts will appear daily. A new broadcast will appear when the clock strikes midnight Central Time.
Remember to check out the Odyssey page in the description for a second archive of the channel's videos.